Hey, it says we're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. G. Parker here all by himself. Well, I got Jerry back here and the sailor back here behind me, but I'm here by myself. You know, what you've been waiting for all week, you just got me. But not to worry. Poe is lurking nearby, but I just wanted to bring it on to tell you that, the word was put out there that Bart will not be with us tonight. So if you're a Bart fan, well, I almost said that wrong. I almost said if you're a fart band, but if you're a Bart fan, he's not going to be here tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm just not sure when he's coming back, but he'll be back soon. I'm just messing with you. Okay, here we go, everybody. I didn't do a startup reel because I didn't want to, but I will do this. I will bring in Mr. Co-Style. Say hello to everybody.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Since Off-Grid quit, I'm going to quit too. That's usually what happens with these shows. So I was going to let Mike quit.
And there he goes. He's gone.
Maybe Mike already quit and just didn't announce it to us yet.
Well, I'm going to let everybody know ahead of time. I usually leave early, and these guys can do what they want. But I did wake up this morning with a terrible toothache, and I probably got about an hour and a half in me. So I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want to stay, I think I can just leave and let you guys run with it. If you guys want to clear out, so we'll make a decision toward the end, because I know you guys have been enjoying staying on later. And I would tonight, because I have no excuses other than we'll see how long this tooth lasts. I just took a couple ibuprofen, and as soon as those wear off, I'm going to be not a fun guy.
I know how that goes for sure. I got a pack anyway. We're going down to Texas to see my boy graduate from Air Force Basic this week. So I always put everything off.
And I think I read in our little chat thing, it's unfortunate you're not going to be able to visit with Bart, are you? You're not going to have a chance. Yeah, it's a shame. That's a shame. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Man, I'll tell you what, I got to say this. Whether you want to like Poe or not, I got to give it up for his boy. I'm really proud of him. What a nice kid. What a great kid. Oh, my gosh. We promised people that he wasn't going to show up. We've told people he weren't coming, and we got twice the audience that we normally have, and then you pop up. They're leaving like gangbusters.
Hey, I heard Poe saying I quit, and I hadn't got the memo.
I put it on the Discord. Once it's on the Discord, that means it's true.
It's true.
Oh, there you go. Oh, see, Mike came to defend me. Yeah, so we're stopped at Burger King in New Mexico here, Las Cruces, and it just happened to be right when the show was starting.
Perfect.
So I thought I'd pop in and say hello, and now I'm going to go in and eat.
I want Burger King.
Get me a milkshake.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to go eat. You guys have a good show. I'll be watching, though.
Good to see you, buddy. I'll be watching. I'll be saying the shit that you were saying about him earlier. Oh.
Now I got to figure out how to get out of here.
I could get you out of here real quick, though. Well, Mike, the Gaming Road Warrior is back with us. Good to see you, Mike. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're pretty low, Mike, and I'm hearing an echo, too.
Me, too. I'm hearing a bad echo.
Yeah, I set up my new amp. So let me see. I can go to the audio real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but you're really low. Like, Poe's just blowing me back like that guy in the commercial about the stereo. And then you're like,
Okay, I set the mic like all the way up. Can you hear me now?
Better.
I'll bring the mic towards me.
But you're also. Are you listening on your headset?
Yeah.
Maybe it's on my end. I keep hearing myself say something and it repeats it.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Yeah, my speakers are not.
Let me check
Is it
something
echoing?
under audio. Okay, I've got echo cancellation in. That's weird. Okay, we're gonna change some stuff up here.
How's that?
Are
Can you
you-
hear me pretty good?
You're a lot better, Mike.
All right, I'm sitting closer to the microphone.
I'm gonna change over to headset because that's the only thing I wonder is I'm hearing myself. Are you hearing that too, Bo?
Yeah. And me.
Oh, and you.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm gonna hook up a set of headphones. Son of a gun. It fell off the table.
See? Bart leaves and everything goes to hell.
I think him showing up, everything was working fine until he showed up.
He set us up.
Let me change over to my headset.
Oh, it says Greg is echoing. Poe, not Mike, though. Am I
That's 1, 2,
echoing,
3.
Derek?
No, I don't hear you, Mike, but I definitely hear me.
I hear you echoing, Poe, and I hear myself echo. And I changed over to headset.
Yeah, what's weird, I don't hear any of you guys echoing.
That's why I think it's on me and Poe. Me or Poe's in. And in your settings, Poe, do you have under audio? Do you have echo cancellation noise reduction?
I got.
Yeah, I turned everything off on mine.
Yeah, I got cancellation.
Mike said it started when I came on. And I got a new amp, so I haven't messed around too much with it.
Hey, hang on, just
Only
Mike.
Mike
I'm
can
going to
talk
take
to
you
me.
out for just a second.
All right.
Test 1, 2, 3.
I don't hear anything there.
Yeah, it's Mike. Well, Mike,
We
I
got
hate
a hot
to say
mic.
this. It's something to do with you because when I took you out, it quit.
So it's echoing on that end? Let's see.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
but
did a
not you,
process.
which is really weird. It's just Greg and I.
Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, I'll move to the game room and use the laptop over there.
Okay.
It'll
Because
just be webcam.
it's really bad, and you're not echoing, but you're causing me and Poe to echo, and I don't know why.
Oh, weird. All right.
Because when it,
Okay,
all right.
I'll be right back. I'll go to the laptop.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep.
He's fired.
That's better. It's better off without him anyway.
I'm just glad we meet up 15, 20 minutes early to make sure everything's working each week.
You say I missed part of that because I was making. Hang on, let me get back to my. Okay, what'd you say, Poe?
I said, I'm just glad we all meet up 15 minutes ahead of time to make sure everything's working every week.
I know. You know, we're really bad about that. We don't talk ahead of time about our agenda on the show. We don't meet up a few minutes early to make sure everything's okay. And but you get what you pay for.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, Mike will be back with us here in a minute. I got everything. Okay, let's take a look at the chat. Let's see who's all there. We have got. I'm in the wrong place. Here we are. Bart usually takes care of this. Oh,
Way to
Bart
go,
said
Bart.
the echoing too. So I don't. Bart, let us know if it went away. G. Parker, how did you and Greg like the kangaroo this week? Let's see. That's Hollywood Polo. I actually enjoyed it. It's. I'm going to say this with love. It's a stupid game, but I like stupid game. I mean, it's it is what it is. I liked it. What did you think, Poe?
I liked it. Never played much of the arcade at all. Mostly just the 2600 version. I definitely liked it more than the 2600 version. And I just played the 2600 version and the 5200 version for a video that I'll put out some year. But playing them all like that back to back, yeah, definitely love the arcade version the most. And it was one of those there you kind of learn as you go. I didn't mind playing this one more. Sometimes we have challenges and there's certain games that I play at one time and I'm like, I really don't want to go any further with it, but that was one that I was learning a little bit each time how to get the points up there. So.
Right. Well, like I said, I didn't mean this. I'm not bashing the game. I'm saying it's a silly little game, but it was fun. And when I first played it, I got really frustrated with it. And then the more I played it, the more I enjoyed it. And it made me want to, and when I saw the scores starting to get, I thought I had a pretty good score posted, and I thought, I've got them. But then, people started, that's what I'm enjoying in general about this, is that, basically, I'm playing stuff that I've never played before. Sorry, I'm messing with some settings here. Anyway, I played stuff that I've never played before, and I'm finding I'm enjoying the competition of it all, I guess. Anyway. That's enough rambling about that. Let's see. Mike, also check your output monitoring, cause an echo too. Okay, I left that up long enough. Well, anyway, that's it. Thanks for stopping by.
12 minutes. It's a record.
No, as everybody knows, Bart's out of town. He's traveling right now. Mike's obviously working on getting some stuff fixed up. So I'll go into what Paul and I were talking about ahead of time. I went out and did something crazy. I went out and bought an Xbox Series X. The Series X comes with 1 terabyte. Man, I've been broken about this. And we were just talking about this a little bit ago. PlayStation 5, Xbox. PlayStation 5, Xbox. I couldn't decide what to get. The only reason I made the decision I did was because I already have with that little ROG Ally I bought I got the Xbox, what do they call it? Game Pass? That's what it's called. And I'm really enjoying the games on there, and an Xbox will do that, and it does it well. And it just looked nice in the game room. I don't know. And it was on sale. And I thought, okay, I'm going to buy it. I had both of them. They were both sitting side by side. And I couldn't, and I knew that Poe and Mike had PlayStations. But for some reason, everything I looked at on that, I don't think, how big is your hard drive on the PlayStation, Poe? I think that was another thing that made the decision for me.
What did it come with? It's pretty small. I put a bigger one in there myself. So
I think it came with a 500 gigabyte.
I think that's what it was 500, right? Which was way too small, since you got to install every game,
Well, see, and that's something. If Mike was here, I'm sure he's coming back soon. We can ask him again. But my son, in lieu of, came over today, and he brought me a gift. He brought me Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War.
Nice.
And I'm thinking that's pretty cool because I've been downloading these games off of the Xbox Game Pass, and it's taking up a lot of room. Well, and like I say, it's 1 terabyte. But this, I don't understand this. They sell you the hard copy of the game, right? I thought, okay, that's. That once I got this, I put it in, it downloaded 150 gigabytes.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, how do I get that off there? Derek's chat's on there still. See, Bart, we already miss you. Oh, I know how to get it off there. Just pick somebody else's. There we go. Burger King, Las Cruces, Mexico. And let's see. Mike's Gaming Gala, I prefer Xbox. Personally, it really comes down to controllers for me. Yeah, I've heard the same thing from numerous people. They said it's all a matter of preference, of what you want. And people have said the PlayStation controllers are much better than the Xbox, but then people said the better storage on the Xbox. And then I read that there's cross-compatibility. Like I could still play against Poe on his PlayStation with mine because there are some cross-compatibility games that you can play. So, and there he's back. Mike's back, and say something. No more echo, Mike. So let's hear you talk.
That was sign language.
Yeah.
Can you hear me good?
Now, you're perfect. No echo, and you're perfect.
Can you hear me?
Something in your settings on that other system was causing us a whammy.
Oh.
Boy, the show falls
Yeah,
apart
I got a
when
new
Bart
amp,
ain't here.
so I gotta mess around. It's
Well, I think you might have heard me say. I don't know if you heard me say or not. I bought an Xbox. I think you're a Xbox owner. I don't know. I'm probably not going to pick this venue to sit and talk about everything on it, but I would like to get together with you. I would like to get together with you sometime and brainstorm some stuff with the Xbox. I got a million questions about. Because you do play an Xbox, don't you, Mike? Am I right? I think he might be froze up. He is. He's froze up. Yeah. He's in deep freeze.
What'd you do, Bart? What did you do to the show?
I know.
hello. You hear me? Yeah, I'm kind of breaking apart. My internet.
So you got a little max headroom thing going on tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or the game room. Let's see if that helps. I'm gonna boost my signal.
Well, while they're doing this,
hear me?
while we're doing this, I can hear you now, but you're kind of choppy.
Okay,
You're,
good.
like even your video is breaking up.
Yeah, I'm kind of away from the Wi-Fi. I'm in the bedroom, so I know my computer is set because I got like a special adapter for that. But yeah, otherwise I would be in the movie room, but my wife's sleeping there.
Oh, well, you don't want to bother her. Hey, look who's
No.
here. We see Mike's Gaming Gala, but also didn't I see Retro Bliss? We've got
Retro Bliss and Mike's Gaming Galaga.
Galaga.
Yeah, I said
I like that name.
Mike Gaming Gala. And I actually today, I didn't get to see him do it live. The other day, he did 2 live broadcasts on the same day. He did his normal one, and then he paid homage to us. So I've got to give homage back to him. He did a special edition, live edition, which I watched today, playing Kangaroo.
Kangaroo, yeah.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool watching him play it live. So
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it was good. Good show. But
It's like perfect timing during the day now that I've been off when he comes on there. But about the last 15 minutes or so, that's whenever my wife's leaving for the second part of her shift. So I have to pretend I'm doing something else on my phone. But if I leave the volume up, then I'll hear Bliss say, "Oh," and she'll be like, "What's that? Who's that?" Better be doing chores.
Yeah. But usually, like I said, I'm always watching him. It seems like he always comes on at the gym. So, I'm at the gym and he gets me through my workout. So I watch him. But people always ask me something. I'll say I'm there and they'll ask me something. I'm like, I'll fall off the deal. I'll fall off the deal. Can't answer. Anyway, it was a good time. Well, I think we've got a replacement for Bart tonight. So,
ooh.
Look at the hell on that.
Well, this show's gone downhill. We'll be canceled.
I figured since the show had pretty much gone to poo-poo, that we might as well go ahead and have Derek on it.
This guy didn't even do the challenge because it was like, what was it? It was 71 degrees in your place and you couldn't handle the heat or something.
99. Thank you very much.
How you doing, Derek?
Good, good. How about you guys?
Great.
Did you get your AC fixed?
It's not getting hotter.
That's good.
That's as far as.
Well, don't pan down because we know you're dressed as Princess Leia and Slave. But you do that every Sunday night. So.
Yeah. Well,
you know-
that's why I'm just shoulder up. I'm not showing you what I got going on downstairs.
That's
I'm
good.
pretty
That's good.
I'm pretty lucky
yeah,
here.
yeah.
We had some real terrible thunderstorms come through, and I talked to my daughter early today. Her house flooded and has no power. I talked to my nephew because I was having issues with the Xbox, just figuring out certain things, and he's a big Xbox guy. So I called him up, and he says, I can't talk to you, and I can't do my Xbox because I'm without power. So I still have power, but everybody around me is without power. So I feel pretty lucky.
Yeah, I got a little bone to pick with you, Greg. Xbox?
Uh-oh.
Really?
Oh, you're not an Xbox guy, huh? You better watch out because I think who said earlier was it Mike? Did Mike say he's a Xbox guy? Who did I see in there say they were Xbox?
Yeah.
I like both. I only play the Xbox if I'm playing Call of Duty, though. For single player stuff, it's my PlayStation.
Yeah.
I typically
Well, I
play
could
on
get
me.
the Xbox, the PC,
Nice.
the PC Game Pass for Xbox for a while.
Mhm.
But
Oh, yeah.
I like the games on PlayStation better.
Yeah. I'm the same way. But I was telling Greg before we started the show that really originally stuck with PlayStation when we decided to get the PlayStation 3 because that's whenever they had online for free, you know.
Oh yeah,
But then,
yeah.
yes. So my brother, he was normally an Xbox guy before that. I said, I'm getting the PlayStation 3. So then he went out and got one. And then we just kind of stuck with them, you know, PS4, well, he didn't with the PS5. He pulled a Greg and he ran out and bought an Xbox about a month ago. So
Oh, nice. I admit, though, I mean, for the Xbox 360, I love that more, though.
You did
Well,
like
right, right.
getting that.
one, yeah.
I remember getting that system compared to the PS3 was more expensive, so I couldn't afford it. So it's like, well, I'll try out the 360, and I actually loved it because it got me introduced to online gaming. That's what got me set up for it. But as far as like, you know, for the newer consoles like 4, yeah, definitely I went back to PlayStation after that. When I seen you had to get the stupid camera for the Xbox One.
oh,
Remember that?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't
All
drop
the
the price
Kinect
on it.
games.
So, yep. Like, nope, going back to PlayStation.
Well, see, the PlayStation, they had them at Sam's Club. We were in there shopping, and I always wander over to the electronics area. You know, and I gave my wife one of those sad little looks when she came. I said, "Look, they got the PlayStation and the Xbox on sale." And I sat there like this, pouty face. She goes, "Well, which one would you like to have?" And I said, "Both of them." She, you know, I got that.
That's
You know, I got
great.
to look
That's,
at
a good, that's a good answer. I would have chose the same thing. Both.
I guess Greg
You're like-
just doesn't like the ease of live streaming. Well, that's okay.
Well, that's. I just I already found that out. I made an assumption. First of all, the PlayStation was more with less drive space. But I'll tell you, that's one thing that really kind of got on my nerves. Is there's two things that I could ask Mike about right now. Do you have the Series X or S, Mike? Which
The series, I got the Series X, the
Yeah.
monolith that I worship every night. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
The first thing I found out is I cannot get it to record. I can get it to record my gameplay and get it to record it,
Yeah.
but I can't record my audio over it with my microphone. So I thought it was because I had a crappy microphone. So Travis, on his way over today, stopped at a game place and got me a real nice headset. and we plugged it in, and it still don't work. And I watched YouTube videos, I watched everything on it, and we've come to the determination that it won't let you do that.
Are you trying to stream it to YouTube?
No, first of all, I'm not talking about streaming at all. Different situation.
Okay.
I'm talking
just
about
recording it.
just recording. I can hit a button on X, and it says record. And it even has a place that says allow mic. And I hit it. But I'll tell you what, I've been through 2 different headsets, and neither one of them, and I can't find anything to tell me why. Or how to do it.
I typically don't record off my Xbox. What I use, you can use your laptop and, record it through that way. That'd probably be the easiest.
You mean through a capture card?
Yeah, through a capture card.
Yeah, kind of like I do with
because
Twitch.
I tried recording and only record. Like for me, I don't know what's going on, but I tried recording in 4K, 1080p, and it just records for a little bit, then stops. I'm like, huh. So I ended up just like, well, I'll just use a capture device on it, and that works a hell of a lot better than trying to use the Xbox system. And if you did streaming too, I don't like it just goes to Twitch. It won't go to YouTube like PlayStation does.
Right. Now that's how I knew. That's how it made me think that they didn't allow recording, because my son and I were sitting there and we were trying to figure out, okay, why is the mic not working when we're recording? So I said, so we changed gears. We said, let's try streaming. Well, to my disappointment, you can only stream on Twitch, but fortunately, now I can still hook a capture card up. That's what I do with the Twitch right now. But I went to Twitch. I have a Twitch account, so I set it up with Twitch and started doing it. Well, the microphone's working. Everything's fine. So it's not the, we bought 2 microphones because we thought it was microphone. Well, it's not the mic because it's working on Twitch, and it will work on Discord. As a matter of fact, I was waiting for you to jump in, Derek. I've been on Discord 3 times live streaming on the general chat in our Discord, but nobody ever showed up. I said, well, screw it.
Well, somebody showed up, Greg. Who's there? I saw somebody in there the one day when I was working. Yeah, it was like you and somebody else. Retired or something.
Oh, well, that's my other account. I was trying to watch. Yourself? Well, I couldn't.
He was playing with himself.
He likes to watch himself.
I couldn't log in on my phone with the same one that I was streaming with. It wouldn't. It kept saying you're already on, so I just used my other one and got on there and watched. Yeah, because I wanted to see if it would work. But anyway, that's all.
It worked on Twitch, but it didn't work when you just tried to record.
Huh?
It worked when you streamed on Twitch, but not when you just tried to record it on your Xbox.
Yeah, if I hit the record button, which I set up a hotkey on the controller, there's a way you can do that. And as far as the short videos, Mike, you're right. You're limited to 3 minutes of recording, unless, and I happen to have one laying around, I haven't had an extra solid state drive. And you have to format it just right and put it in an enclosed case, which I had, and a 3.0 cable, and you can hook it up to the Xbox. And if you tell that to be the device to save your recordings to, you can record up to an hour.
Greg, what's your headset?
Should go to PlayStation.
What headset are you using? What headset are you using?
The one I got, the last one I got is this Recon 50X Turtle Beach Xbox headset.
Oh, is it older or newer?
Brand new. I mean, I don't know how long they've been out.
Okay.
He just picked it up today, though, new from, I don't know where he got it. I don't know if I told him if he ever went to GameStop not to tell me because I'd throw whatever came from there in the trash. So he might have gone.
Yeah, some of those setups, does it use USB to connect to your Xbox, or is it an optical cable? I know, like the Astro headsets, the old ones, they needed those to work, but I think there's a way to kind of bypass it. That's why I had to buy a new headset for my Xbox Series X. I bought the SteelSeries one, and that works.
Now, I missed it. Is it USB?
Yeah. It's a USB. Is
this
yours
is-
optical?
No, this is just the little small plug. You know, the what do you call it? The 1.8.
Oh, you're plugging it into the controller, aren't you?
Yeah, but like I say, it works for everything.
Oh,
Except,
so Greg might need to change the settings in the Xbox to pull from the controller, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I think it's just a
Right.
setting issue, Greg.
well,
that you
somebody
need to do.
I went through every setting I could find, and I never saw it. Well, let's put it this way: on Twitch, it's
Yeah,
been
it worked fine on Twitch. Yeah, I guess that.
So I don't know. My nephew, I finally, even though his power's out, he said I'll research it for you. But he says it's got to be a setting. But I've watched. You know, have you ever Googled anything nowadays? You Google something, and you say, "Why is my blah 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 not working?" And they'll give you every answer that doesn't pertain. It never answered the question. Then I went to YouTube, and I had these guys talking for 20 minutes at first before they ever got to the point, and then they were talking about streaming, not recording. Nobody was able to answer my question. So, but they said, one guy said that you could use your computer you can run it remotely on your Xbox and use your computer. I don't know. I got confused when
That sounds too much like work.
yeah, when he started.
I like it simple. That's why I bought the headset. I just plugged it in. I didn't even need to change anything on it, the SteelSeries, and it worked right off the bat because I needed a better headset to play Call of Duty with my friends online. So that's what I got.
Your SteelSeries, Mike, does it plug into the controller or the
No,
console?
it's direct. Yeah, because it has a amp with it. So yeah, it goes to the back of the console. So
that
those
works for
ones,
both Xbox and PlayStation.
no, you have to buy
Oh.
the right one. So I had to buy another SteelSeries for my my PlayStation 5.
Oh, gotcha.
And that one's the wired one that I showed you. We were talking about it on Discord. Yeah, that's the wired one that I play Helldivers 2. So we kind of switch off. My friends play that, or we'll play some Warzone on the Xbox. So,
Oh, cool.
but yeah, SteelSeries, really easy.
Looks
Why
like
can't you come
DJ.
back already, Poe? I was gonna say something that I agree with you on, but I wanted to make sure you weren't back yet. So can you go for a second?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we got warnings of big storms coming in, but that's been for all day. But just now it got really dark and crazy looking out there.
Yeah, we
They
just got an extreme or severe thunderstorm warning 2 here. So
They did it last night, but they said here today it was going to rain all day. So I decided to stay inside, didn't barbecue or anything, and I'll be darned if it hadn't been a drop of rain. DJC Game Studios. Hey, Poe, you need to add a running man over the Atari logo. And
nice.
Oh, he can go underneath it.
I did that with my video. I wore my I wore my Intellivision hat with the running man and had him kind of running towards the Atari. That but it looked like Stevie Wonder when I did it.
let's see what Fat Boys Gaming says. What's up, everyone? We should sue Microsoft because they said what's that called? Connect bar.
The Connect bar. Yeah, it was required.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they dropped it though. I mean, once they knew, a lot of people were pretty pissed off at it, and also the you couldn't trade your games, so a lot of people got mad at that, including myself. And I remember PlayStation having their commercial. Did you see that? It's like, yeah, how do you trade games on the
Yeah.
swap out games? I was just laughing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go with PlayStation this time. But I did get like a one later down the road when they decided not to include the Kinect. So I did buy one.
So you guys are telling me with my issue, it's one of two things: a settings issue, which I've been crawling through.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
And the other thing is maybe a microphone that's USB. But I could go invest in that, and that still might not fix it. So I think what I might do for now is give up on the whole thing and just use my capture card when I want to capture. Or I can record video and put them in my editor and talk over them like Poe does.
Or you can go old school and have the camera record it from the outside of the view.
Yeah.
That's like early YouTube technology.
Yeah.
We're missing the best choice though, Greg. Or you could just get your money back and buy a PlayStation 5.
Yep. And get the Pulse headset, and you're fine.
I don't know. There's still something I'm not disputing that the PlayStation is not a beautiful piece of equipment. I'm not disputing that at all. But I
I
did
mean,
like
if Poe can figure it out, I'm sure you can, Greg.
Yeah, exactly. And old Poe even did the video on swapping out the hard drive. So
Yeah, I still have to do that on mine too, but I only play it when you guys decide to grace me with letting me play with you guys. So I haven't installed my new hard drive yet.
yeah, we always hide from you.
Yeah, I know.
well,
Derek's on. Turn it off. Turn it off.
I don't know if I said this already, but there is a way I can with the Xbox. I can get a solid state drive, a 3.0 USB cable, and format. It's got to be formatted by the Xbox.
Yeah.
And you can hook it in there, and you can expand your Xbox. I can buy a 2 terabyte hard drive at Micro Center right now for $125, and it's supposed to hook up and be able to just add that space. I have one hooked up to it now, but it's only for the recording stuff. And it's got to be formatted in NTB, whatever the hell.
NTFS.
Greg, do you have the old X? Well, you have the Xbox One or the Series S or X?
I've never had an X. This is the first Xbox I've ever owned, and it's the Xbox Series X.
Ah, the monolith. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you'll want to do, it's not going to work. What you're going to be doing with it, you can store games on your external. You have to buy that proprietary 2 terabyte SSD
Right.
that goes in the back. It's not going to work. I've tried it because I like tinkering around with that stuff. Microsoft's pretty locked up when it comes to that. Now you can store your games on the external, and then when you want to bring it back, you're going to have to upload it to the main drive on the Xbox One X.
I was going to ask
Or
you if
Series
you could do
X. Yeah, you have to do it that way, or you buy their little proprietary 2 terabyte or 1 terabyte. It looks kind of like a disc that goes on the back. I have the 2 terabyte one on mine.
Now, will your games run off of that? You don't have to transfer them back and forth?
Yeah.
Your games, well, see, that might be the route, because I did hear, I've had 2 different people tell me different. My nephew told me that he's having no problem at all running his off his solid state drive he's got plugged into USB. But then I've had other people tell me, it won't work at all. So, but
Hasn't worked for me. I tried it. Yeah.
I do like the fact that, was it a solid state drive?
Yep. Of course. SSD. Yep.
Yeah. Well,
But here's the
course.
thing. Your
Of
SSD, the external, is probably a 2.5 inch or could be the 3.5 inch drive. So if it's a mechanical, it's not going to work. You're going to want to use an M.2 type of technology, which those discs are faster at processing the game. So I don't see how he can have it work, not unless he's built like an M.2 external for it, because it's not going to run because it's megahertz. Like the PS5, it's not going to run on an external drive. You put a external mechanical drive, and you're expecting to run PS5 games on it. It's not going to do it. You have to dump it either to the M.2 on its drive itself, or the other one. Like when I upgrade my PS5, I put another M.2 in there. That's the only way. Otherwise, you got to store your games on the external, and then when you're ready to play it, you got to dump it onto your main system or the other M.2.
right.
So there's a speed issue. If you put it on just a normal, it's not going to work. Now, the only games that's going to be able to run on those are your old Xbox One games,
Right.
not the Series X. It's not going to be able to handle that.
Right. I got you. That may be what he was talking about. Because, see, I did buy at the, they're having a weekend sale, a holiday sale at, it's Vintage Stock. And I did pick up this one just because I thought it looked cool. This is an Xbox One game, and it's, I'm not holding it toward the camera, but it's Xbox One Assassin's Creed
Ah,
Syndicate.
okay.
And
Nice.
I'm kind of enjoying it too, and I got it for $10.
Nice.
Yeah, so as opposed to I think Travis paid like $30 or $40 for this Call of Duty one.
Oh yeah, I got that one too. Is it the X or is it just a normal Xbox One?
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and it says Xbox One / Xbox X.
Okay.
On the label there at the top.
Ah, okay.
So, pretty much they told me at Vintage Stock that and I read it too, that most all Xbox Ones will play on the X. It's just 360s, and I found a list online that I got on my phone. If I go to the game store, there's a list of Xbox 360s that will and will not work on.
Yep. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I got like Red Dead Redemption to run on my Xbox Series X, and it looks really nice. When I did a video on it, of course, looks really nice playing it.
Well, I should have never brought this up because now I'm thinking I made the wrong decision. But you know what? I'm going to live with it because my son's already bought me a headset, already bought me a game, and I'm going to stick with it. And I'll just wait 6 months and go back to Sam's and tell my wife, really like one of those PlayStation.
Yeah, just get a PlayStation Next. I like them both. I don't really have a allegiance to any of the consoles, so not anymore. I used to be a Nintendo fanboy, but I kind of love them all. They're like my kids. I can't pick one of the other.
Though, Greg, you could start getting Betty into playing games and get her the PlayStation 5.
Right.
So she can play games with her dad,
Yeah. She had he's bringing up Betty because I put on our little chat thing or on my Facebook too. I bought Betty a Mario costume. So she was got a little more. Everybody kept saying you need to find her. I looked all over for a Princess Peach outfit. I can't find a Princess Peach outfit. All I could find was Mario. Anyway, we got some Sean Starlight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's here with us tonight.
Nice.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. And
Sean
Mike's Gaming Gala is back. Oops, I keep messing that up. Mike's Gaming Galaga is back.
Mike's Gaming Galaga.
But Sean is a big fan of Atari and the Atari VCS. He has a channel too. You can go check him out.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that for sure. Let me check here, see what else we've got going on here. Oh, we got a private chat from Mike saying he's here. I always forget to check that one. But, well, I'll tell you what. We're getting some dead space here because, again, we're not prepared. I am going to read off. Bart instructed me, if he's watching, I want him to know I'm doing what he told me. I got to go to the Discord on my phone, and we're going to announce the winners of this week's arcade challenge.
It wasn't me.
It was, well, I can see, should we read them in reverse order? There's one guy that got 0.
Yeah, who was that? I don't know who that was.
That would be Derek. Derek got 0. No, Dekong 52. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, it's what do you get? 19,900. How the hell do you do that on that game? That's a good game. That's a good game. Mr. Profile 19,300. So, didn't you have that top spot for a long time?
I had that score and I shared it with you guys in the chat and I said, I'm holding on to this. Well, before I even got to put it up there, he went and put up his that beat that. So I'm like, oh, well, who cares now? We already beat it,
Now, Off Grid came out with a 17,400, which great job there. I think he was the first one to be in first, wasn't he? Wasn't he one of the first ones to get on there and get to playing? But anyway, Mike GRW, that's Gravy gravy, raisins, and whiskey. Okay, now it's Gaming Road.
Yeah, whiskey.
That's the
Yay
gaming
for
road
whiskey.
gaming road genie.
12,200, which I got to admit, toward the end, I got 11,900, and I kept playing. I kept thinking, I'm going to beat Mike. I want to beat Mike. That was my goal. Not to beat anybody but Mike.
Nope.
And I couldn't do it. T-Dog got 10,200, and our good friend Retro Bliss, God love him, he got on there and did a live stream on it and did his best. He got 9,900. Chaos, great job, 7,700. And Fat Boy, which is Salty, is he the same as Salty?
So yeah, he's Salty Army.
Salty Army, yeah. He got 3,400. And again, Pixelatorium got 0. So there you go.
Boom.
I didn't do that, Derek. Bart put that in the feed, so
You could at least started the game, died, and then you would have been dead last. That would have been a point.
Well, still, yeah. At least the score is better than no score. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Now the pinball scores. I'm going to go to that next, and that's funny. I don't know if it didn't register or what, or maybe Bart just ignored it. But I played on the Switch and on the. We said it was okay to play on both. We take the higher of 2 scores. I argue we should have added the 2 scores together. But I went ahead and played it on the Xbox too, because for some reason, when I fired the Xbox up and downloaded FX Pinball, it was free, but they gave me, for doing something, they gave me a free Game Pass for 24 hours. So I was able to play, and I did register a very horrible score on there, but I didn't see an extra G Parker. I played on 3 devices, but Bart only has 2 on it. But anyway, it looks like Off Grid played on the Switch for 115,020,039. Classic Rock King 73,303,000. Off Grid Arcade. The first Off Grid was the Switch, and the second Off Grid is on the cabinet on Steam, and 63 million. I'm going to stop right there and say my thought on this is, what the heck was FX thinking? They said they didn't want to let FX, the Switch, commingle with the others because it wasn't fair. Bart got a higher score on the Switch than he did on the other system, so that shows me there's no logic to that at all.
That's because the Switch version's easier. That's why Bart got the higher score.
They said that it wasn't as good on the Switch, but I don't know. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
And the PlayStation 5 version is the hardest of all. That's why I did support it.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah.
No, Poe, you just got to start playing with 2 hands.
I can't. I'm busy.
Derek, before you get nasty now, Derek got 63,297,092. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's number 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're 4th place.
Yeah, Bart beat me by like 200,000.
Yeah. Actually, a little less than that because he's got And then GTH 2370 got 61 million. I got 67 million on the cabinet, and no, not 47 million on the cabinet, and 42 million on the Switch. Poe got 20 million and 371. And I'll tell you what, Kelly did good at 10,132,000, and that was on the Switch. So she did on the Switch too. So she played, she won. Everybody plays.
That's right.
But I'll tell you what, that game. It seems like you can get some real high scores, but it's way late in the game. There's certain things you can hit. I mean, I had a whole bunch of games that were. I had trouble getting above Kelly's score for a long time, and that's why I posted on the Discord. I said I beat a girl.
Yeah, good job there, Greg. Yeah, good job.
Well, yeah. Well, we beat the Xbox thing into a dead horse, but anyway, I don't know. I'm still glad I got it. I think I'm going to enjoy it. It's playing different. I think you guys actually the ones that got me. I noticed that there's more of these type of, what do you call these things? They're first person.
Oh, well, the
First party
Call of
title?
Duty is first person shooter,
Right.
and then your Assassin's Creed, that's an open world type of game. Kind of.
Yeah, to me,
Kinda.
Call of Duty seemed awful close to this. Of course, I've only played this for like 10 minutes, but it seemed pretty close. You're walking around doing stuff. You know, I don't know.
Well,
That makes for a good game.
Yeah, it's from your eyesight. It's from
Yeah.
your perspective. And
Right.
the other game's kind of a third person because
Third person, right?
yeah, like
But then
talking in the third person.
I played. Now, the other thing that was disappointing to me is I don't see a lot of retro games for that console. So you guys can tell me, point me in the right direction. Is there some retro games that you can
Actual retro games. There should be a lot of independent games that are retro-like. The PlayStation has a ton of those.
The Atari 50, right?
Well, and Atari just bought Microsoft, so
get?
We're going back to those graphics, right?
which means they got Activision now. And
I did find the Atari. I did find the Atari 50 for the Xbox, but I've already got it on the Switch. You know, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna worry about.
I have it twice. I have it on the Switch and I have it on the
Double dip it.
PlayStation. But yeah, but I bought the steel box or whatever, the physical. The only physical one that came out, I think, was for the Switch. The rest of them were digital download.
Well, that's because Poe's a fanboy for anything Atari, though. He'll buy it no matter where it is or what it is, and even if he doesn't get it for 3 years.
Hey, nah, you're right. You are correct.
I'm getting behind on these chat things. Bart's so good at it; he can multitask. Mike's Gaming Galaga says, "I love the music when you have a good run in the background. Singers on it come in." Yeah.
Yes, Epic's required when you're playing a game. One-handed gameplay.
That's something that this Xbox will let you do. It does have a lot of apps, and it lets me put my Spotify account on there, and I can listen to Spotify music while I play a game. But when you're playing these kind of games, part of it's listening to this game. You know, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't
Sometimes, if they have techno, I turn it off. No raving here.
Calvin Wong here. Calvin Wong, yeah, he says, we say Atari is now has in television now. We just heard that the other day. I think. Go ahead. Oh, you're the big one on that stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
It was big breaking news. By the time
Yeah.
I got my video out, there was 8 billion videos out on it. So
Bad Metal Cheeseburger. Who wants to take a guess? Who wants to take a guess at who that is? Okay.
I said bad metal chaos.
I better close this door here. 1 second.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, Mike already did. I'm telling you what, I'm doing a
Chaos
crappy
burger.
Here's a chaos burger. Feral Inferno's here.
Hey, Pearl, and bad metal.
So anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Poe. He's gone.
He went to close the door because the storms are brewing.
It's a twister. It's a twister.
Hey,
Derek.
Greg, I got a video. I did. Yeah, I wasn't able to send because I just did it today.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering maybe later I can go back on my old computer, even though it's Equi. Maybe if I can play it through there, I won't talk, but I'll just have the video playing. Do you think it'd work if I send it through there and you can play it? off the other computer.
Yeah, we've had trouble in the past doing that, but I'm willing to give it a try. I mean, what the heck? Go ahead. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I think
right.
you get it set up to run on yours, and I think you got to hit that present button to present it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you just have to, show it because I
Right.
can. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I am going to leave that way I can get that set up. All right.
I
Bye.
think you can leave your connection here. We'll just minimize you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I've had 2 or 3 computers hooked up to StreamYard at the same time, and they don't seem to bother each other. We'll take you out of I'll take him out of here, but he'll come back up as another person. Something. I don't know. What? Don't anybody ask me. So
yeah, they did. Atari bought television, the name, the games. Big news. So we're just waiting to see what they do with it. Pretty cool. Probably be getting some games on the VCS. Probably be getting a compilation like Atari 50, only for television, hopefully with interviews, the Blue Sky Rangers and all of that kind of thing. That's what I'm hoping for. I see a lot of people say that they should buy ColecoVision next. And my only thing with that is, I mean, most of those titles were ports of arcade games, so I don't know how that would work out for them. It'd be a lot of games they'd have to get individual license for, I guess, in order to put those games out. So I don't see that happening. You never know. Atari's buying everything, so they're not sending me anything, but they're buying it.
That's how
Okay,
they're
we're
able to buy things, Poe.
we're getting Mike back.
Oh,
And the echo's back. Thanks, Mike.
well, Poe, you didn't echo for me.
Oh, nice. I don't hear the echo anymore. That's
Thanks,
not Mike.
Greg.
That's a shadow person.
That's shadowed him. Oh, I see an orb over his head. Look at it over his head. He's got an orb. So, Derek, you've got a PlayStation 5.
Yep.
You've got the Asus ROG Ally.
Yep.
You got a Switch.
Yeah, I have 2. One's modded, one's not.
One's
And you have
using-
craps?
Sometimes.
I had to, Greg. I had to.
Okay, let's see. Mike's
Mike's going through the porn collection first.
Okay, Mike. There's Mike. Okay, let's see if I can add this to the stage and if it's going to work.
Whoa! Hey, what's that?
I'll wait till Mike's ready. I'll watch it.
There's something you want to tell us, Mike?
Yeah.
This one-of-a-kind design that
Oh, my goodness.
Hello everyone, this is Mike the Gaming Road Warrior here, and today
All right, something's
I will be
playing.
releasing my new line of Game G. Hello everyone.
Oh, that's
Mike the Gaming Road Warrior. Go ahead, Greg. I can
go ahead and add it now.
start it. Hello everyone, this is Mike the Gaming Road Warrior here, and today we will be releasing my new line of Game Genie t-shirts in my merch store. This one-of-a-kind design that was created by a failed fashion designer. It has the look most people in the gaming wasteland would trade their water and gas for. Don't be stranded out in the middle of nowhere without this fine t-shirt. Road gangs will fear and respect you because they don't want none of that. If you order today, we will have Old Poe show up at your home and sing I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. You can't beat that. Call today. Our operators are standing by.
Well, that's easy to remember. 0118 999 88199
That was excellent.
Nice, Mike.
All right, I'm going to the other.
Whoops. At the same time I added him, He kicked him. He booted himself. So
I want to know what love is.
let's
I
see what
want you to show me.
OG. Do you know? Can you say that? Oh, or
Kratos.
Kratos.
Xbox has a game called Anti-Steam and Steam.
Oh, and Stream. Arcade.
Arcade. It has 1,300 retro games for $35. Now that's cool. Now, if you're still here, answer me this: is it digital download or is it one I can buy a solid? Where do I get it? Get it at the?
I think it's a subscription, Greg. 35
Right.
like a month.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I have to get it from the Xbox store.
Yeah, they have it for PC too. Yeah, it's like a service, like sort of like Game Pass, just for retro games. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got so many subscription services. I mean, even this StreamYard is a subscription service.
Yeah.
That's what it's all turned into nowadays, subscription services. So, oops, let me bring Mike back in. Mike's back in.
My
All right.
well, I guess I should probably show the console challenge game of the week.
Oh yeah.
And I had a rough time picking. I was going through everything on the Switch online service, and I was talking to you guys about it. And so
You actually
This
prepared
week.
something, Poe?
no, I didn't make a video because I didn't want to get it in late and Greg would spank my bum cheeks.
I got to admit today, I'll tell you what, lately, these Sunday afternoons, especially since the weather's gotten nice, it's hard for me to do anything on Sunday afternoon. I was lucky to get the stream set up.
Is that why it was 10 minutes late, Greg?
No, we're always late. It's just
Always.
really late. So, okay, go on, Poe. We interrupted you. What do you got? What do you got for us?
All right, I'm going to pull out the cartridge here. I said cartridge. That's right. We're kicking it old school. It's a big week for Atari. We're going with everybody's favorite. Oh, I grabbed the wrong cartridge. Hold on. Not this one. Oh, this one. Pac-Man 2600. Everybody must play. Find a way. I was going to go with Strider for the Genesis, but Mike and I talked, and Pac-Man was the way to go. You know, Pac-Man just turned 44 a few days ago, so it's a
Wow.
Pac-anniversary. And I know Bliss will want to play, so
So,
there you have it.
hang on a second. Hang on a second. Wait a second. My phone's ringing. Hang on. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That was Bliss, and he said, "Get that son of a bitch off the show."
The man has spoken.
It had to happen eventually. I did look through. I looked through console games yesterday. I almost went with Strider, but why not Pac-Man? I know everybody loves the 2600 version. Pac-Man with an eyeball. Where else can you get that?
Yeah, I want the arcade version of that. In that version. Widescreen.
2600 for the arcade.
Yep. Gotta be horizontal, not vertical.
So we're going to play the 2600 version. So I'll have to make sure that I've got that.
You should just go to the retro game store and buy an Atari and pick up Pac-Man. Great first game to get into. Just
There you
saying.
go. There
And
you go.
E.T. And E.T.
Great investment, too. Yeah.
You know, all of these games lately I've been playing. I've been fortunate that I had them installed on a folder when I started using Steam's RetroArch. I really found that I like using Steam's RetroArch because it works great on my PC, but also works on that little. I played most of my Kangaroo games on that ROG Alley handheld model, and the only reason but I couldn't get a good score on there until I put it on docked it and put it on the big screen. Because I'll tell you what, that Kangaroo on a 7-inch screen is kind of hard to see.
Well, I guess if you're old, Greg, it would be.
Yeah, I don't know if Bliss is still around. I remember I was watching.
Unfortunately, I'm going to be gone most of the week, so I might not even get to play Pac-Man 2600. But I bring this treat to you guys. It's up to you guys.
I'm pretty sure you can play Pac-Man on your phone.
I have Pac-Man on everything, so yeah, I do have a. I have like 3 portables here, handhelds with the game on it. So
You can install RetroArch on your iPhone now too. So if you have an iPhone,
I wish I could
I
find.
don't. I have Android, but Pac-Man has an eye in the 2600 version.
Wish I could find what I did with them, but I have like, I know I moved them somewhere. I have like 4 or 5 old cell phones. You know, you get a cell phone and they want to give you like $25 when you turn it in. You get a new one. Well, you know, I'd rather save them. They're great MP3 players. Matter of fact, when I have my motorcycle, I could strap it to the handlebars and play it through my stereo system on the bike, and I didn't care if it fell off going 70 mile an hour down the highway. But, you know,
yeah, and they're great sim dashboards for ATS too, Greg.
well, yeah, that's what I'm using one for now. But I had one that's fairly new that's still a good one. But it, downloaded that Xbox app on the phone, and I can play my Game Pass on the phone. My Xbox controller will Bluetooth to the phone, and you can sit there and play pretty much every title they got on your cell phone. I thought that's kind of cool.
Also, now you need to get a clip for your controller, Greg, so you can just clip your phone to the top of the controller and play it that way.
I've seen that. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to Bart when he gets back and see if he's always up to date on stuff more than I am. There's probably a 3D file out there. I can print one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So, but yep. So it's amazing. I know if my dad was alive today, he'd go ape over the technology and that, because he's always into model airplanes, games, stuff. You know, he had one of the first people at his age to have a computer, and he'd just be, beside himself, to see that. I mean, he passed before all this cell phone stuff. You know, everybody had a flip phone when he passed away. Nothing like what we got nowadays. So the stuff, he'd be going like, "What the hell? You can do that?" That's kind of different.
Yeah.
So we're hitting some dead time. Who's got something new? Let's. So we're gonna do the Atari 2600 Pac-Man for the.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little disappointed, Poe. I thought you would have taken Mike's Gaming Gala lead. I don't know if he's still on the show, but I saw his love little short of that game. What was the game called?
Oh, beat 'em and eat 'em.
Yeah, it's called Mayonnaise. Is that what it was called?
I don't have the cartridge for that, but I definitely have it on a few things. It's probably on my handheld. So
I'm going to go back to Derek.
Perfect
Derek,
handheld game.
I want to bring up the Discord. The Discord's working really good for us. I noticed you added a new section for homebrews. It's been getting a lot of activity. So I think there's a lot of good things on the Discord. You guys need to be sure to check that out, because I know that I'm going to plan on trying to do more gaming on the Discord, especially since I got this Xbox and it won't work on YouTube, but it will work to Discord. So that is if you want to
Does
watch.
it stream to Discord directly from the Xbox?
Yeah. There's 2 places
cool.
that'll do it. There's 2 places that'll do it. The Discord and Twitch. Those are the only 2 that'll natively do it too, without adding a capture card, running it through that.
Well, if it does that, Greg, you could just record the Discord, streaming it, and then upload it as a YouTube video to your YouTube channel.
Well, let me ask you this. I haven't messed with Twitch that much, but I do know that when I do a Twitch show, it automatically saves them. I don't know if you can download them, but I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't use Twitch that much yet, so I don't know. Do you know, Mike, if you can
I
download
never
streams
used
from
Twitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I don't know.
YouTube.
I'm going to open a new window on another one of my screens here because I am now. It's got me curious, and I don't want to miss you guys. But let me see if I can go to Twitch and see if I can do that. So while I'm doing that, Mike, we got to fill some time. Tell us what's new going on with you now. What's going on with you? What are you working on next?
Yeah, my Fallout video will be out this Monday, so yeah, I'm still working on that. I kind of figured I knew I would be able to at least get it done by Monday because I got Memorial Day off for Monday, so I can work on my video and then put it out. So I knew it was going to be done. And I'm towards the last part of it. It's just trying to finish and adding like different things to it. Don't want to go into it too much, but yeah, it should be done on Monday. I'm really excited to get that out. It was kind of funny, like when I posted like the video was going to be releasing here for Monday. I had lost like 2 subs prior to it because I haven't put out a video for a while, like 3 weeks now, and then I got like 2 subs immediately back. I'm like, whoa, that's weird. So I'm just kind of wondering if they were from waiting for the Fallout video. But it takes a long time, especially if you're doing a lot of editing. And I wanted to make sure it turned out right this time instead of trying to rush the video and then just putting it out. I wanted to kind of take my time with it this time. So, yeah.
I feel you, brother. That's why Popeye took so long, because I put so much freaking work into all this.
Which one, Poe?
I've been working on this kangaroo video since Wednesday. Not really working on it. I think about working on it and then I don't.
Nice.
So, Mike, you should just do like what Bart and Greg do once and just go for quantity over quality.
No, well,
for quality.
Well, we're different though. What they're doing let's plays, so that's what their channel centric on. So you have to kind of put out videos all the time, otherwise, isn't it? If you don't start putting out, you're going to lose because they're expecting like a video almost like every day. Whereas mine, I kind of get leeway. I can kind of take my time because they kind of understood you got to do a lot of editing. So mine just takes longer. I mean, let's plays. That's why when I did mine on the Alone in the Dark, it was really easy. I'm like, it was tempting too. It's like, oh, this is so easy to do because it's not as stressful as doing the normal videos, and it's fun because you got to interact with people. So, but yeah, I just kind of
Mike's working.
What's that? Yeah. I love doing documentary videos. So, but you want to do a good job on it. Otherwise, it just ends up sloppy. You don't want to do a sloppy documentary video.
My stuff.
What's that?
I said like my stuff.
No, not you're a Let's Play channel, so it's different.
Let's talk. It's a Let's Talk channel. Let's talk about my work day. Let's talk about my health issues and my runny stool I had this morning. Okay, here's the game. Here's some old commercials.
By the way, here's how you drain on this pinball table. There you go.
I don't even know why I play the pinball ones. Just because I can, I guess, with the PS5. It's just like, all right, I'll go ahead and play this now. Show people how I'm allowed to play it.
But it was kind of funny. I remember your video with Resident Evil, and then you had that guy screaming at you. He's like, grab the shotgun, like reading his comment. Like, wow.
That was the same. He's the same guy that wanted me to talk less so he could watch the video. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Get the hell out, buddy! I'm playing live here and talking with my buddies, and some stranger comes into my video and says, "Could you not talk as much? I'm trying to watch the game." And then Mike and Chaos attacked the guy immediately, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then he said something like he already played through the game. I'm like,
Oh
"What
yeah.
the hell are you talking about, you idiot?"
Well, wait a minute. Did somebody grab that guy's name so we can make him like a star Discord member? Because that's the kind of member we need to
No.
His
get
name
Poe to
was
stop talking.
Off Grid Arcade.
Oh, that guy.
I asked Bart while he's away if he could put up a shed for me to stay at while I'm in Texas, and we were going to call it the Off Grid Shed and Breakfast. But he didn't get back to me on that.
Well, he's trying to set up the shower so that way you have a shower stream you can do from there.
Oh, I didn't want to have to go into his actual house, but that's a good idea. And I sleep naked only when I'm in Texas.
And it should be a steady stream too.
I don't know if this will work or not.
I brought my
Oh,
coffee out here, so I'm
How
checking to
all
make
the
sure
great
there's
things
no
start,
bugs.
Greg.
Chaos asked a question. He says, "Okay, I got one serious question. What is your favorite deli submarine?" Okay, Polo. I guess mine is I like Quiznos or the Fireman subs.
So are we
We're talking
talking
what
brand
company?
name or are we
Yeah.
talking what kind? I like an
Oh.
Italian.
I like Italian.
I like
or-
Italian hoagie.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I like a turkey cheese with mozzarella. That's my sub.
But I also love Subway has those Western Ranch ones or whatever the hell they are.
The
I like to get
bacon
the hot-
chicken ranch. Is that one?
Well, they have ones with they have like beef on there, shredded beef, and
Mhm.
at least they used to. I haven't been there for a little bit, but I get the jalapenos on it and the pepper cheese and
Oh, yum.
whatever that Western dressing is they put on it.
Yeah.
Poe likes the beef, huh?
Oh yeah.
That doesn't surprise
Hey,
me.
real quick, Bart, if you're still watching, Bart appeared at the bottom of the screen, and when I noticed him, I added him, and as soon as I added him, he kicked himself loose. So, Bart, if you're watching, come back if you want. I don't know what happened, but I looked down and I said, "Oh, there's Bart in his car," and it was kind of had his camera sideways, and I hit add, and the minute he added, he disappeared. So I don't know what the hell.
Nice. Well, I seen Kelly. She says she likes the Italian BMT.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
Nice
me too,
choice.
yeah.
Good choice, Kelly.
Yeah.
Good choice.
My
the
son
Italian-
loves the tuna ones. I was never really big into the tuna subs, but that's my son's favorite.
Oh, the tuna melt. Those are good. Hey,
Hey, there's our
we were just talking about you.
Yeah, the way that shadow is across Bart's face, he looks like one of the Canadian characters from South Park, right?
There he's there. Okay.
Driving into the sun.
Oh,
Oh,
he looks like a Canadian. He looks like a Canadian from South Park.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy?
I
look
heard,
for treasure.
I heard you talking smack. I had to come in here.
Well, as you can tell, Bart's probably feeling really good right now because he says, "Man, the show's really crappy tonight without me. That makes me feel good."
I forget. I usually let him talk. I can't see the chat, so Bart's always kind enough to throw all the stuff up there. But you guys just haven't been kind at all. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep looking through.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Greg.
No, I was just saying I keep looking through the chat, and I'm doing a crappy job compared to what Bart used to do. Because Bart would just have him right up there, and I'm like, "What's he saying? Who is that? Who is it?" Go ahead, Bart. That's all.
No, I'm just saying, we've been watching this the whole time, so I am keeping an eye on it, but I can't type while I'm driving. So,
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I saw Poe pick the Pac-Man 2600, and I haven't seen his list in the comments. since. I don't know.
He took off.
And I picked that the week that Bart and I are going to be out of town. Sorry, we can't play. But the rest of you,
I told Kelly, I guess I should have brought my Raspberry Pi because I don't have any way to play the Atari while I'm gone. So I'm just going to count on Retro Bliss throwing a score up for me.
Throwing a score up or throwing his controller?
I'm sure he didn't want to play Kangaroo this week either, but he did. But I don't think we're going to see Bliss playing Pac-Man. I kind of bet on that.
Well, he'll still beat Derek's score at Kangaroo. Derek got a -100.
No, we agreed on a 0, Bart.
Anyone who doesn't play in the tournament but posts 3 different posts saying that he's not going to play in it loses points.
It's too hot in here. I'm a dancing vagina. Dancing vagina.
Yeah, it's 103 in my arcade room. I'm out there playing. That's okay.
So where are you?
Poe and Bart have been muted from the Discord.
What else is new?
Where are
I
you
could go
at
in there
now?
and say, "Good morning, Derek," and he's like, "Poe's been muted for half an hour." What the hell, man?
Where are
But
you?
not
where are you-
Chaos. Chaos is on every single one of them. He doesn't get muted. Not that you should, Chaos, but wow, you've been in every corner of that thing. You've been keeping the Discord alive.
Where are you at now, Bart?
Let's see. We are pulling it's exit 85 in New Mexico. What's the name of this town? Are we in Deming? We might be in Deming. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to Deming. Right as we're driving by, we are in Deming, New Mexico.
Well, you better stop at McDonald's. It's been a while since you stopped to eat.
Right. Stop at Burger King back there. They got me
What's
one
that?
of those double King bacon thingy.
Oh yeah.
What is it McDonald's has got out now? McDonald's got a Grandma's McFlurry or something. They got, I don't know, I saw an advertisement for it. It's called Grandma's McFlurry.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
on
what
sale for $20 too.
Yeah. McDonald's
They only
ain't
offer that
cheap.
to you, Greg, because you're a grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere up here, and I can't remember where it is. There's a Dairy Queen off the side of the road. We usually stop there and get a milkshake.
Nice.
Dairy Queen's got the best tasting hamburgers, if you ask me, because those Brazier, they taste like they've been cooked on a grill. I just love them.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. they
Really,
are
I've never
good.
gotten food at Dairy Queen. It's actually
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, once in a while I do. I think their burgers were decent. Chili dog was decent, and their chicken tenders.
Not
Yeah,
the
I
hot
was
dog.
gonna say those chicken baskets are pretty good.
We have a special comment here. What in the world are you doing driving and being live at the same time?
You've been caught.
he's
I don't know.
multitasking.
I thought she was at some event this evening. I don't know what she is.
It's party at your house. She's having a party over there.
Yeah, she's getting the shed and breakfast ready for Poe.
I won't be changing those sheets when I leave. You'll see my spot. Big sweat stain right across there.
Oh, yeah. Tell me some mom told on you. Oh, you. If you were the
Kelly!
right person, I would totally.
Is Kelly in her car seat? Is Kelly in her car seat? When you're under a certain height, don't you have to be in a car seat?
Got a booster seat, and I have to turn off the airbag. Anyone under 3'6" can't have the airbag on. Got a step stool so her feet can reach the ground.
Yeah, I gotta say, are feet dangling and you get a stool? Yeah, there you go.
Now I completely lost my train of thought. I had a
That's
thought
all
like
part of the
20 minutes
plan.
ago. Yeah. But,
Are you at
all
the
right,
bunny ranch yet?
We're in Arizona, Nevada. We're at the Bunny Ranch. You know, I met a lady today at the hotel. She's from Pahrump, Nevada, and I was telling her I had a neighbor in Arizona for a little while. She lived across the street. She was from Pahrump, and one of her times that she went up to visit her family, when she came back from Pahrump, she brought me a menu from the local whorehouse. She goes, "Here, I got you a souvenir." She was like in her 60s, and she brings me this. You have just upgraded to the coolest neighbor ever. Really nice lady. She bought a little, one of those Toyota little RVs, motorhomes, and she was renovating it. And then when she was moving back to Pahrump, she said, I only got about 2/3 of the way done. I'm just going to give you this little camper so you can go camping with the kids. I said, no, let's put it up for sale. My brother-in-law has a house right on the main road in our town. Let's put it up for sale. And I asked her what she paid for it. She had paid like $700 or something like that for it.
Oh, wow.
So I put it on my brother-in-law's property, put a for sale sign. I sold it in like an hour and a half for $1,500.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
she went over to my brother-in-law's house, signed the paperwork, got the $1,500 in cash. She came over to my house, gave me an envelope with $700. She kept $800, gave me $700.
Oh, wow.
She said,
Oh,
no
wow.
argument. Don't say a word. This is yours. Handed it to
Oh,
me and
wow.
walked away.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, that's cool. She got her money back and a little bit more. She gave me $700 for selling.
Nice.
But, yeah, that was so funny. She came back from Pahrump and she comes over. She goes, "Here, I got you a souvenir," and it's like the menu from a whorehouse with all the different things you can get.
What was the place called? Crack Donald's? Beat 'em in.
Yeah, you've been there, Poe. I see.
Oh, hey guys,
That's
I gotta
where you met Greg.
take off. I'll be back though. I gotta go pick up my son.
Okay.
All right, Mike.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go too, guys, because I should probably drive. I just heard Poe talking about the shed and breakfast and giving me crap, so I figured.
Yeah, you guys found out I was coming to Texas and you took off. You just blew right out of the state 2 days before I even come down. I don't blame you.
My boys still don't know that we're coming to Arizona. They're going to my mom's house tomorrow. They don't know where they're going to be there unless they're watching the show. But they don't watch any of my stuff, so we're safe.
I would say, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be on a live stream then, telling us you're going to surprise him. But
Yeah.
Well, at least you have Shelby watches. Nobody watches my stuff. My boy did a few times to help put him to sleep, but nobody else watches any of my stuff in the house. So.
Yeah, well, I put in the chat, but Greg doesn't put up the chat so quickly. But I had put in the chat. I was watching the show when we were at Burger King on your channel, Poe, and I accidentally clicked a like on your channel. I'm like, what? I accidentally liked Poe's, and then I switched back to mine, and I saw Derek jump on, so I quick unsubbed, and I unsubbed myself. I don't know. I'm all messed up. But, all right, guys.
Been trying to keep up with the chat though. I just want to acknowledge Sean Starlight. He's talking about partnerships with Nintendo and Atari and all kinds of partnerships. I'm sure that'd all be great. Of course, it ended up being a monopoly. They'd end up charging us 10 times as much for everything.
Right. All right, guys. I'm going to cruise. Show's been great. I don't know how long you guys are going to keep going, but I'll be watching right up to the end. So
sounds good. I'm
And
short-lived. I'm short-lived. That medicine's starting to wear off. I can feel that tooth right now starting to go. June.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure, Greg, how it works, but I don't know if they can keep going on the show if you or I, one of us aren't on here. I'm not sure. I know they can hang out and chat, but I don't know if the show can stay live.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I made it a point when I knew you weren't coming tonight that I told the family, I said, I'm going to be down there for the whole thing. But then, like I told these guys, not everybody cares, but I woke up this morning with that horrendous toothache, and I've had it under control, but I think the meds are wearing off.
Well, what I can do if you're getting ready to cruise, Greg, I can just take myself out, but stay in the green room, and
Well, that's
they
true.
can continue the show, and I'll be listening to it live instead of listening
I
to
think-
it on YouTube.
Actually, I think for the people we got watching, what I was going to do is I was going to give Mike a chance to come back. And then what I thought I'd do is I may just go into final thoughts, and we might check to see if we go in the green room. We might go in the green room and hang out for a little bit afterwards. So, anyway,
All right. Okay.
all right,
Sounds good. Then I'm going to cruise because my hand's falling asleep holding the phone up like this.
put Kelly on the dash. Put Kelly on the dash like a little tripod and have her hold it.
You can just sit up there.
There's the hula girl.
All right, guys. I'll catch you later.
See you
All right.
later, Bart.
Good seeing you, Bart.
Assuming I can figure out how to shut this off. Now I feel like Greg. All right, later.
We'll see you later, Bart.
Right.
I didn't want to do this while Bart was on here because I'm afraid I'd screw up and throw him off. But let me see if I can show this now. I think I've got this working. You know, you asked about Twitch. I did figure out a way. This is my Xbox play on Twitch. I was able to go to Twitch and download the video. Now, unfortunately, I can't share the audio with you, but I think there was a long pause there while the game loaded. Let's see there. There's a little intro, the first part of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on the Xbox. So, and of course, it's down. It looks really good here. It's 4K.
That
When
does
you're
look
playing,
good, yeah.
but I'm sure I've got a lot of loss from Twitch and downloading it all. But I don't know, is Twitch broadcasting 4K? I know it looks really good because I got this one hooked up to a 4K TV when I'm playing it. But I don't know if Twitch puts out. I think you got to pay for the deluxe membership to get it in 4K. I think, I'm using the free version. Twitch is owned by Amazon too, for those that didn't know that. So I think I've got what they call
definitely have to pay for it for the 4K version. Then I'm sure.
Yeah. But I don't pay anything, but it's because I'm an Amazon Prime member. Okay, let me see how I can get
Nice.
rid of this. Looks like it's just you and me. Well, we'll just say goodbye now, and those other guys will be wondering where the hell they went.
Yeah, that works.
There it is. There it is in full screen. But I don't know.
That does look pretty nice. Yeah.
That's nice to know that I can do that. So,
So I see
That
your
was-
steering wheel, Greg. Are you back driving a lot anymore yet?
well, I got the Nebraska.
Yeah.
And I started doing the Nebraska event. But I'll be honest with you, I think I've overdone it. I bought the ROG Ally. I bought the Xbox now. I've been gaming a lot and
Yeah.
learning curve on the ROG. Like I said, it's nobody's fault. It's my age or who knows what. But it seems like these new devices. I used to pick up the Switch. I picked it up, played it right away. No problem. This Xbox, man, what a learning curve. And that ROG Ally. Now I've got that down to pretty much a science now, and it's running great for me. So yeah, to answer your question, I want to play some more Truck Sim, and as a matter of fact, I'd like to get together with you and do another video. Do you have Nebraska yet? let's try to get together sometime.
Yeah,
And
'cause I haven't driven anything since probably the last time you and I convoyed, so
let's see if we can
my
get a convoy
wheel's
going
been
again.
under a nice blanket for a while.
Well, see, it's been hard for me because when the weather got nice, I just can't. I'm one of those people that can't. And with some of the stuff I've had going on, I just can't stand to be inside. So but if it's a cloudy day, I like to be down here doing stuff. And today was supposed to be a rainy day, and so Travis came over, and we mixed with the Xbox, and then I looked outside, went up for dinner, and I said, "Has it ever rained today?" She said, "No, it's beautiful outside."
Of course, yeah.
Did you get to see that, Poe? That did. I was able to download from Twitch.
Oh, nice. I saw part of your video there, but yeah, we got some flashes going here, and I heard some yelling around. Neighbor kids were still playing on their big wheels on the road out there with the wind crashing. I went to check and see what was going on and make sure their parents were around here.
You got thunder and lightning. You got
You go
thunder
out
and
and got
lightning.
him like old
Yeah.
Poe, like get back in the yard. Go
Do you
inside.
have lightning?
Yes.
You know what would be cool is you got a long aluminum rod or copper rod or something. If you could point your camera out the door and go stand outside with that rod in your hand.
Or a golf club or something,
Yeah.
Lightning crash. Sorry.
Come on.
It's
Come
out
on,
of
we can-
control.
You want, people say that people can say whether Poe's good singer or whether he sucks or not, but
Oh, I suck, but I still sing. I love it.
it doesn't
The
matter.
angel closes her eyes. Pale blue color.
He sings good enough that we can get copyright hits against us. So I'm telling you that right now. Every time he
Very
sings,
surprising. honestly.
every time he sings, we get a copyright hit. So not a strike, but just a slap on the wrist saying, "Hey,
Well-
you guys played some music that you're not." I never have figured that out anyway.
Well, I think you saw Poe. You made it to my likes YouTube playlist of music, right? So
Yeah, Mike's gaming gal told me the same thing. Everybody's listening to me sing now. Yeah.
the smooth vocals.
Well, I wonder. Mike's usually not gone that long, is he?
No, not too long.
He's usually gone. So let's start going around the room though, and wait for Mike. Again, we're failing miserably at keeping anybody in.
Mike, you go first. What do you got coming up?
Yeah. Mike, what do you got? No, I think I'm gonna go down below here, and we'll go into some things that people might want to get into, and we'll try to wait until Mike gets back, and then maybe we'll do nothing and talk about nothing for a while and stay going. But Derek, I kind of brought you in here as a surprise to guys, but you always take the grunt of things. Derek, I just want to compliment Derek. Derek takes the grunt of things. He throws it off like a good guy. He fires back like a. I've always said, don't get mad, get even. And that's my philosophy. And also, I don't allow people to throw stones unless they can receive. If you want to crack on somebody, you're going to get cracked back on. And Derek does a good job of that.
Yeah.
So, he runs our Discord for us without any expectations on his part. So I really do appreciate it. So Derek, you got anything you want to say? Talk about gaming, the Discord, which I want to promote. The floor is yours. I'm shutting up. Go ahead.
Okay. Sounds good. But yeah, I think I'm getting a lot into like mobile gaming stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys are into like I have like old 3DS consoles and 2DS and like the ROG Ally, just doing stuff on handheld. I have a Samsung tablet to do like retro gaming on with a Telescopic controller. So it's sort of like a Android version of a PS Portal that
Nice.
runs all stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I was gonna ask you, Greg, are you still doing coin ops on your ROG Ally, or are you mainly doing like RetroArch through Steam now?
I switched over to RetroArch mainly because of how much space CoinOps took up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, now I don't have the pretty little artwork, which you can do on RetroArch, but I
Yeah.
haven't quite figured it out yet. You know, there's a little bit of a learning curve there. All this gaming stuff, well, it's like we talked about with me learning with the Xbox and the ROG Ally. They throw you a piece of equipment. There's no instruction manual. You know, you got to watch YouTube videos and play with it until you get it going. I mean, the Xbox, I thought, you know,
Play with it until you get it going. That's what I
Yeah.
told her.
yeah, just keep
That's what she
pounding the
said.
buttons. And, kind of like the first time you're out with a girl real serious, you know, you just played with it till you figured out what you were supposed to do with it. But shit, I forgot the subject now. But anyway, it's yes, I am. It's pretty much using RetroArch, and mainly because of the space. Because that's the other thing I've noticed. You know, I watched another YouTube video. It was so happy that the Xbox Series X and the S now has a 1 terabyte option. But you know, again, I said this earlier. Bought game, hard copy. When I put it in the Xbox, 150 gigabyte.
Yeah, you still have to download. Yeah, that's what I don't like either.
My son said, did we buy a physical copy of a game or did we buy a key to let
Right.
us download the game? Because that's
Yeah.
all we bought. That's, in my opinion, all we bought was the key to this
Yeah.
game.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
But yeah, I was gonna do some PS5 gameplay with certain people, but they always hide from me, so that's not.
Well,
in my interest, apparently.
Saturdays used to be the best time for me, honestly, Derek. And now
Yeah.
that my son left for the military, it's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that was our day to play games or do whatever, or else I'd play games while he did something else. Now, like my wife, like expects me to like do stuff with her on Saturdays.
like the honeydew list or something.
Yeah, it's you know,
Can you
we
cover
should
that
go here
honeydew
together. I'm
on
like,
that, Poe?
well, do stuff together. That hasn't happened since before the kids. All right, I'm game with you, or as long as it ends in fun.
you know what?
Not tragedy.
But Derek, I think it would be interesting if you got the time. I do want to do the convoy, but I'd really like to see. They talked big about this Xbox and certain games cross-platforming. So
Oh yeah.
maybe you could figure out. I don't know though. Can I do that using the Game Pass, or do I have to have a physical copy of the game? That's a good question. That's another question that needs to be resolved.
I think if it's Game Pass, you download the game, or you're talking about streaming it over Game Pass.
No, I'm sure it won't work with streaming. As a matter of fact, streaming's kind of funny. It won't let me stream. You know, they got the cloud gaming mixed in with the Xbox,
Yeah.
the Game Pass. It won't let me Twitch it. It won't let me
gotcha.
put it on
Yeah.
Discord. You have to download. Because the first time I said I'd like to stream the Discord or download, it said, no can do, mister. You know, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No can do. I can't go for that. You're
And
listing
then-
so many songs right there. You said about something being funny too, and I'm like, now you funny too. Third George.
Oh, great.
Everybody
Now
funny.
we've ignited Poe's musical inclinations. We're all in trouble now, I think.
There's one I downloaded, and I can't remember which one it was now. I need to write shit down when I do it.
Need him, I need him.
But yeah, but there's one game that said,
Mayonnaise.
it didn't say, even though I downloaded it, it said you cannot stream this game, period. Even though it's downloaded. No streaming.
No can
So-
do. I can't go for that. No.
And I did hear that the reason they did that was I just read, I don't know if it's true, the YouTuber, I think he said the reason that you can't do anything but Twitch is because Microsoft made a deal with Switch. You know, it'd be just as easy to add YouTube into that. You know, I would think.
Is that you I'm hearing, Poe? Or things around you?
Yeah, the rain is crashing around. It's coming down now.
Mike, just to tell you what we were doing, I passed it to Derek first. He had some questions for me. We were talking about stuff. So we're kind of going around the room. So, but we wanted to wait for you to come back. So, I guess this is what we used to call final thoughts because I think it's going on 2 hours now. So you're next up, unless you'd rather have time to prepare, and I'll let Poe go next because I know he'll fill up a good hour. So you just
I'll
tell me
go.
what to do, Mike.
I'll go.
No, you can let Poe go. I got to think.
Okay,
Oh.
Poe, it's all yours.
Final thoughts. Let's see. I will be interviewed. Listen to that thunder. By BCB Ballistic Coffee Boy next Saturday if all goes right. He was going to do the interview with me yesterday and things didn't go right. So we're going to be talking about Atari and about ordering stuff and not getting stuff, that kind of thing with him. But he has
Shocker,
a couple
Poe,
other.
you're still talking about that? Shocker.
But he has a few others that he's working on first. So he said mine would probably air sometime at the end of June or something like that. And I think, not this Tuesday, I think the Tuesday after that, I'll be on the Retro Bliss, the Rewind with Bliss and Mike's Gaming Gala and BD Retro Mods, Brian over there. So, yeah, next
Well, that was
Tuesday.
scheduled before you decided to play Atari Pac-Man, though, right? So
Right.
might
We
wanna
love
check
you,
that out
Bliss,
for
though.
I'm putting this up here.
Your bliss is on my list because your bliss, I can't resist.
I put that up there for you, Poe, because Sean's been in here talking about partnerships with Nintendo and Atari. So I just thought let's see what he has to say. I think Atari and Nintendo partnership part may not happen, but wishful thinking.
Yeah,
Man,
I don't see Atari partnering with anybody unless they buy them first. Wouldn't happen. I don't see or Nintendo. I don't see Nintendo wanting to buy Atari. There are Atari games that already come out for everything. So, the newer stuff, the recharge games and everything, they come out for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 and Xbox and everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we would ever see a partnership between them aside from just letting them release their games for the Switch.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I could go to the game Xbox store and just type in the word Atari or any other system for that matter, an older system, and see what pops up. I like that ant whatever they called it.
Ant stream, yeah.
Yeah, I might look into that. $30-some maybe for a year. I think I did see that somewhere. I think you can buy a lifetime subscription to that, and they say the games are in and out. So.
But if you get anything official Atari, any compilation or anything, you're not going to see Pac-Man 2600 because that was a licensing thing with Namco back in the day. So anytime Atari comes out with something, if they have a Pac-Man on there, which they don't usually do, you don't usually see the 2600 version. Like, I'll put these on. If there's an SD card, I'll throw this on my handhelds and stuff like that. So, yeah. If you're going to play this week for the challenge, you're probably going to have to emulate. But emulating for the 2600 is, especially for the guys in this room, easy as hell to do,
Yeah.
You go on your laptop and you put Stella on there and you play all the Atari games you want to.
Yeah.
That makes you a pirate. Arr, Stella! Right?
This is true. Well, don't want to cut you short. Man, that was quick, Poe.
he's still
I'm supposed to pack
everybody,
stuff.
though.
She told me to pack stuff for this week, and I'm like, what do I need? 1 pair of jorts and 3 T-shirts?
Yeah. I know I never have figured out my wife will fill a whole suitcase with her stuff. I throw a pair of underwear in, a pair of socks, and what else do you need? And just one change of drawers.
Don't forget your CPAP machine. I need to hear you snoring the whole trip. All right.
Mike, what do you got?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I finally thought of something. Yeah, I talked
Make it up. Make it all up.
Yeah, Game Genie. No, sorry. No, actually, I've been talking to Poe about So right now I'm kind of saving up to go to PRGE, and that's Portland Retro Gaming Expo this year. So I'm wanting to do the 3-day thing instead of the freaking
Nice.
Friday ticket I bought, and I didn't realize on Saturday that's when they have the, the convention floor we can buy the games. So Friday's only arcade, and I think the challenges, the Tetris thing they had like last year. So
Yeah.
but it was kind of cool. Me and my son were kind of watching some of the PRG videos from last year, and then there was like these YouTubers. It's like a guy and this Asian lady, and I think they worked for Nintendo, but they were taping, and then they got my son and wife both the back of their heads, right, watching at the tournament. I'm like, oh, they were on YouTube. So I showed it to them, and they're like, wow. And then I saw like, whoa, these guys are big time. So I forgot how many subs they had, but yeah, it was a lot. But that was actually pretty cool. I didn't realize, if you're going to these things, there's probably a lot of other YouTubers filming in that
What was her
same
name?
place I did. What's that?
I know
What
those
was
two.
her name?
Who?
You said
Oh,
it was an Asian lady.
Yeah, there was like a guy. They're younger. There's like it's a white guy and an Asian lady.
Oh, I
And-
know her. That's Misa Horny.
Yeah.
Oh, good night, folks.
No, I do know.
No.
I have watched them, and I know a little bit of their history. I was. Do you know the Nintendo podcast? Nintendo.
Yeah. I think that's him. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not him. Actually, that guy is. I forget that guy's name, but he did a video one time talking about he was the Nintendo guy.
Yeah.
In his own channel. I wish I could remember the name of his channel. Oh, he's called. Oh gosh, I'll think of it. But anyway, he was kind of a ambassador. They had an ambassador program, and he
Yeah.
was an ambassador for Nintendo. And his whole channel is about the 2600. It's called Beat 'em Ups. That's right. This guy's called Beat 'em Ups.
Oh no, not him. Yeah.
Okay, well, Beat 'em. Well, this is how they tie in with this couple you're talking about. They discontinued him. They just cut him off from being an ambassador. He still promoted Nintendo, but he was kind of he'd kind of be a little more aggressive with his beefs with them, I mean, he'd always talk good about him. They started, he ended up, that Asian lady you're talking about worked for Nintendo along with that white guy. I think they both worked for Nintendo, and they actually did a Nintendo show kind of like the pinball guys do, the pinball bites, and they worked for Nintendo. And she was one of the people that made the decision to throw him off the ambassador program.
Oh,
And the story gets kind of convoluted, but it was something to do with, he said something on his channel one time about how to do some hacking on the Switch. And man,
Nintendo doesn't like hacking anyway, or emulating their games.
I was gonna say they don't like us playing Duck Hunt on an emulator from almost 40 years ago. They're angry, so don't do it.
But what happened next is they did that show for them and worked for them. Well, they did away with that program, and I don't know how part of my story may not be 100% accurate, but the gist of it is they ended up leaving Nintendo, and they started their own podcast. Well, this guy who had the Beat 'em Ups channel, he invited them on his, and the other guy that did the show with him was Wolf Den. He's a big,
yeah, Wolf Den, yeah.
Well, they ended up having this couple on their show because they weren't with Nintendo anymore, and they talked all about this stuff. So, and I'm pretty sure that's the same people because they worked for Nintendo, then they don't work for Nintendo, and they're everything. And they've got a huge channel. It's an Asian gal, and a white guy, and they're fairly young.
Oh, nope, that's different. I got them right here. It's I don't know if my phone's. There
That's
they are.
them. That's them.
Are you
That's
sure?
them.
He's white. He's not
No,
an Asian guy.
What's the name of it? No, I said
Kit
Asian
and-
gal. I was
Kit
wrong.
Kit and Krista.
Yeah, that's them. I
Okay.
said guy. I meant to say gal. It's an Asian woman, white guy, and that's them. And they were if you go look for he used to call it. He didn't want to call it Nintendo because they kicked him out, so he calls it the Non-Tendo Podcast. Look it up. Pretty good little show. The guy. And Beat 'em Ups is his regular channel. Nintendo is his podcast. They're both on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I heard of Nintendo before because my son recognized them. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So yeah, he was going to show me more on their thing later because he's like, oh,
the guy's Australian. That's a Nintendo.
Yeah, I used to watch. I watched a lot of the beat 'em up. Yeah, he's like a Australian guy with a full beard and
yeah.
Got long hair. Is hippie. Stinking hippie.
No comment.
Oh, Woods beat him up.
Yeah, that's Woods.
Woods, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Woods.
Mhm.
So anyway, Mike,
Woods this morning when I got up.
So you were telling us you were at this games thing, and you actually saw them and got on YouTube because you were.
Well, I didn't. No, we were just watching some PRG videos, and then we caught them, and I'm like, hey, I wonder if they're at the same place we were, and then yeah, they were because they when they were filming the Tetris tournament, my wife's on the back of her head, and then my son. I could tell that's my son because he's recording off the phone, and he's wearing that same jacket he likes to wear. I think it was his camouflage that he's wearing, and I'm like, oh, there they are, because they were watching the Tetris tournament. I was like, oh, I wonder if they saw me, because that's when I was going around taping for YouTube for myself around the events for the arcades and stuff. So no, I didn't see myself, but yeah, my wife and son got to be filmed when they were going around.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's the same couple. I've watched them, and they put on a pretty good show.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they moved away from Nintendo and started their own thing. But they're doing
That happened to a few people because there were a few people I watched for Nintendo News, and I remember they got dropped. So I don't know if the Nintendo was just going through and saying we're done with this ambassador thing, or what was going on there.
That's what it was called, Nintendo News. I remember that now. I remember them talking about it. They were the main host.
I was always watching Switch Force. What's the dude's name? Like Ghost Robo or something like that. He has a couple different channels.
Oh, I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, he has some big channels, but I think at one point he was dropped as an ambassador too. And I mean, he was always everything about the Switch, everything coming out, excited about it. And I think Nintendo just went through and just dropped a bunch of people.
Well, this beat 'em ups guy, if you look in the background, he's got a whole wall or a whole room with nothing but Switch games, the actual physical copies, and I think he's got hundreds of Switches. I mean, he's got some rare collectible ones. Matter of fact, he did one video. He went to an old place that was closed down, and he bought a kiosk that goes in a store that has the TV on it, the Switch in it, and the controller. He's got an actual Nintendo. I mean, he's Nintendo nuts.
Yeah.
I first learned of Woods through the Game Chasers way back. They were running around.
Oh yeah,
2000 Woods.
yeah. That was funny. I watched them in a couple of their episodes. I think he was in the haunted basement. Remember that one with the game? That was my favorite.
Yeah, they get into the haunted stuff and the alien stuff. The Game Chasers.
Well, Mike, unless you got anything else, I think we passed it around. I'm just going to thank everybody.
That was it.
But don't forget the tournament. We're not doing a pinball one this week, mainly because I didn't have time to check it out. And don't forget the 2600 Atari one. I can't wait to watch Retro Bliss's channel to see what he has to say about this.
This is the one I got Christmas of 1982 from my parents. It came packed in along with Combat with their Atari. So.
Nice.
And then this one, if you buy any lots for Atari, you're going to end up with 9 billion of these. Pac-Man was just, everybody has it, so it's in every lot that you buy.
Oh, I feel I'm missing out because I don't have Pac-Man for the 2600. I got Miss Pac-Man for the 2600.
Check out Game Closet's channel. If you never checked out Game Closet's channel, Dr. Scott on there.
I saw that video where he had a bunch of Pac-Man.
Every time he tried to get rid of it, it came back again like it was a demon from hell or something.
I can't wait to fire up my ROG, or what do you call that thing? It's an Asus. It's a ROG. That's a what's that ROG stand for? Something of gaming. You know,
Republic of Gaming, I think
Republic
it is.
of Gaming, and I think that's just like a
Republican gaming. It's going to be
Real off
huge.
grid. Real off grid. It's real off grid.
The hugest it's ever been.
It's just kind of their brand. It's Asus's brand of gaming stuff. I think
Yeah.
Asus makes a lot of stuff. And then
Asus.
yeah.
I've had this Avernix sitting here for like 2 or 3 years that I still haven't done anything with, but I got it because it was wood grain.
Nice.
So I need to put like the front end on there and all the
Oh, hey,
games.
pal, I can send you a memory card for that.
That would be awesome because I've had it sitting forever and then I lost it. The wife made me lose it somewhere, and then I found it one day.
I made my own little collection of games for mine, so I'll make a copy for you. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah. I love the wood grain on it. So I bought this when it was new there 2 or 3 years ago and then forgot about it. So
Nice.
I bought a little plastic thing like that from Five Below store, the little department store around here. Little plastic thing that looks just like that, rechargeable, and it just got a
I
bunch of
think I know the one that you mean. We have one that we got from Aldi's grocery store just because it was there. The wife forced me and my boy to go with her grocery shopping. You don't do that because we're going to beg for food and everything else. We're going to throw stuff in the cart that she's not going to see till we get to the checkout. And there was
You
a
made it
little
down the toy aisle, didn't you, Poe? You made it down the toy aisle.
We went down the aisle and we saw that little like My Arcade red Game Boy looking thing.
Yeah.
And we're like, we gotta have it, we gotta have it, and we got it.
Cheap.
Oh man, it had so many terrible games on it. And actually, somebody just sent one to the Atari Creep a few weeks ago, so he did a little review on it. I'm like, I got that thing. We haven't touched it since we got home from the store that night. We turned it on and played Burger Time and a couple other of the really bad games on there, and it's been sitting there gathering dust ever since.
Before you say bad games, I'm going to check mine out, but I think mine, I was going through it and I said, oh, Poe's going to love this. It had Popeye.
Oh, Popeye, nice. I don't think mine does.
Popeye, yeah.
And mine has like some Data East games on it, and then the rest are just horrific games that somebody made in a dark basement somewhere with a gun to their head. I don't know.
That's how Logger got made.
How dare you? How dare you?
Someone had a gun on the back of that guy's head.
Well, listen, I'm going to say this to the audience out here. You guys hang around for a minute. We'll go into the green room, but I think that's it for tonight. 2 hours of time. We had a good time. We missed Bart because I miss having somebody that'll handle the chat for me.
Bart's funny. Yeah, we miss you, Bart.
Yeah, we miss you, Bart. But don't,
You bastard! You couldn't stay away totally this week so that we could even the score, and both of us missed one show, could you? I was banking on it, Bart. Can't ever be tied with that guy. You can't. He's got to win every time.
and don't
Except for on
drive.
Kangaroo this week. I beat your butt. I beat your off-grid butt, Kangaroo.
And don't drive and scream. Don't
Yeah.
drive.
Hey, what's the matter with you? It doesn't count because you were driving while you were on the show. You weren't here. I thought we were going to tie for sure. Thanks, Bart.
Well, with that
Thank
being
you,
said,
Derek, for being here, and everybody have a safe Memorial Day. I'm wearing my Boston Scally patriotic hat here for Memorial Day weekend. And tomorrow's Memorial Day. Enjoy your cookouts or your cook-ins or eat-outs or eat-ins. I didn't mean that first part of that one there.
Don't forget to play the game of the challenge. Don't forget to check out our Discord. Don't forget to come back next Sunday night when the show might be a little better than tonight. And we'll see how that works.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Good night, everybody. Oh, let's see. I guess I'm playing music. Should I do a outro? I can't
Sure.
find the answer.
He put his arm between his legs, and then he's got a really stretchy.
Tallywhacker.
Yeah.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
Let's get the beer to the stores so I can